this game off. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start off and run if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Making side adjustments here. They'll send the back in motion. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Flicks it out of the air. Got room at the 35. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. They'll move the wide receiver. They go to the ground. How about that run? He drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on 2nd down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. They're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute those passing plays. That's right.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
This offense is putting a drive together. Nice job. Opening drive, you got a script. You want to execute, you want to go down the field, really set the tone. Nice 3rd down conversion, and now set up 1st and goal. This offense has a chance to really make a statement.
Looking for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll move the tight end. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll start the return inside his spot. So Kentucky's offense will get the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the sand. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Now they'll run it to the right here. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
Here's the return. He's going to get loose. They won't get it. It's a touchdown. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Back to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
And a great job understanding where you're at on the field. And I know that sounds very simple, but I run that out route, I start getting towards the sidelines. I got to feel it. I don't have time to look down as the ball's coming through me. Great job catching it and getting that foot in bounds.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Hunt is on its way. Now on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll run the RPO and pull it right. Oh, what a move to get open. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. You knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. With that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Finds his big tight end. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Washington. Quick strike through the air for the score. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Wide open downfield. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Thorne. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Throwing to the fullback, if he starts chugging, he can be dangerous, but the defense stopped him before the first chug.
Yeah, sometimes it takes a little time to get that speed up and running. It didn't have it there. Give the defense a ton of credit.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Moffitt. Breaks into the open. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Just keep slinging it. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And this is the type of defense that have made the Huskies a factory for pro players.
Yeah, and Reese, when I think about Washington football, I think about defense. I think about right place, right time, great thought process, just physical, make you earn everything they get every single year.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8-ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense
lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Kentucky sent out the punting unit.
Number 15, on to kick it away.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quickly complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And the Huskies in the hurry-up.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double-team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. We now move inside 4 minutes to play here in the first half. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game, they have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Touchdown, Huskies! Special teams proving to be special.
And what a nice job by the punt returner. First thing he does, secures the catch, and you could tell they set up the return. He reads his blocks really well, turns on the afterburners all the way to the end zone. Special teams coming up with the huge play.
On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Leaves it with the back. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold on.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here we go. From the gun. Give on the inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Trying to make that rush sink on the draw play here. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the 1st down here. Pulls it in. It's Moffett. Gets the job done. He gets it out to the 25. The Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout.
Just randomly wide open
This
this man.
drive would do wonders for their confidence.
Also, Rich, you probably should put your fucking hands up.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Kentucky going quickly. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The offense set for a 1st down play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Fires to the middle.
What is fucking happening?
And he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Timeout called by first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Hauls it in, looking for space.
Oh,
And they'll get him down
why are you
after the return
spin?
at the 27-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback.
You sure about that? Herb Street?
Coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window, and the intended target was not open. And that's why that one fell incomplete.
He might want another play. And back to the air on 2nd down. This time it's complete.
And that's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into. You want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
Looking to throw for it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they want to go down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Converts on 4th down, still going. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Looking downfield on 1st down. He fires one deep over the middle.
It didn't look like it was on target.
Ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that's such a job of seeing the play.
Wasn't even his route. Let's do it up to him.
Unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
He'll start this drive firing. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock.
Jump! Fucking jump!
Forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards, and then get your booty out of bounds.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down 20. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. One more snap coming before halftime. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. What could go wrong did. The first down. They start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the you put your faith in them to make plays. This is the time to go out and do it.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive game.
They'll try the run. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You've got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it
That was going to
did
be
not work
fucking
against this
offsides.
defense. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He only needs
No,
a
get back.
daylight.
Yeah.
They finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. He wants to change this route. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout.
You thought you were going to jump it.
Makes the grab and a nice gain, gets it to the 35. 1st and 10.
And that's a first down for the offense.
They'll run play action. Now adjusting. Rolling right and going deep. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Got his man on the right. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Husky. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And the returner will be brought down. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, and you know what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Got it in the middle. It's Welsh. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. A first and 10 for this offense. To the air on first down. He's got him. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Got him downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw.
There he goes. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying play action. It's complete to the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm. And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get on.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
After an unproductive first half and opening drive of the second half, the offense finally finding a little something to jumpstart them. They've got a first down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the field goal unit is on the field. He didn't get it, and what a stop by this defense to get the football back.
After that blocked field goal, that just sums up the kind of day it's been for these guys, right? It's not just offense and defense, but even on special teams. They haven't been able to execute. They've got a lot of areas to improve on the next time they take the field.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Running back searching for a hole.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels, so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs,
How do you not block that?
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Base 27 jump. Base 27 jump.
Motion from the wideout. Off play action. Unloads it left. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Tight end finds a soft spot. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Here's the give off the left side. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Washington. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter.
Second down.
That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Kentucky will be forced to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Just needs a crack to
Hey,
get a
stop.
return.
What are you doing?
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
No, that's not right.
Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Walton. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. New set of downs after the completion.
Here we go, set.
Give to the single back. They get him down. Tough run. Picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. Halfway there on first down. It's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. He's got it on the move. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Send the tight end in motion. He'll do it himself. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Makes the catch at the 30. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go.
Of all the places, that's where that guy's going. Stop it.
Get that one back, almost intercepted. Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Firing to the right, complete. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. The Huskies racing to the line in a hurry-up.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
So now it's second and long. The play action fake. Looking for the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They're going to give it to the wide receiver on first and goal. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And everything on offense working so far, whether it's running it, throwing it. Let's get the receivers involved. With the jet sweep game, when you've got speed and you've got athleticism like they have, everything works.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback will keep it. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll leave it with him. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on third down? Gets the back moving. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They kick it away on fourth down. Makes the catch, and now looking for just
no idea.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
He lofts one down the sideline. Makes the grab at the 10. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. This drive will open from the 15. Power football with the run. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. The Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. Rides to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Fires to the big fella. Turns it on down the backside. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. He leaves it with his back. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Rushes on him. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Can't make the
Take it off.
connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
You got to give this defense tons of credit because they have been lights out. They have not allowed a single point so far, and a big reason why is how well they're playing on the back end. They came in this game knowing the offense was going to try to throw the football. They're not giving anything up, and another great job that time.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Let's see what he can do with it. Slips through the line.
Come on. Change direction fast, bitch.
Have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. They'll move the wide receiver. goes to the option. Now the pitch. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Washington wants to go quickly. Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out fast. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Here we go, here we go. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on third. Looking to the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Kentucky, 0.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team is true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Just complete